Hello everyone and welcome to, I guess, the end of time, the world is ending or something like that. I don't really care, and I forgot to turn off that little thing over there, so yeah, a lot has been happening. I was in school, I still am. I'm not schoolless. I kinda am. I can't go to classes right now, is what I'm trying to say amidst this crazy, crazy times we are living in. Work is still a thing, sadly, but hey, if I have more time, I might as well do a stream, and I picked a game. It's one of my favorite, at least, just a second, just going to move my mic because I have to sit somewhere different for Wii games. There we go. I hope that's better for the stream. Because for Wii games, my normal couch is at an angle to my TV, and for this game, the motion controls are of value. Alright, just a second. Directly in front of Okay. We're going to be playing Trauma Team. I love this game. This is one of my favorite Wii games. I'm going to love going over the story, the characters, everything. I totally did not choose this game because of the crazy situation. What are you talking about? Oh, I need the nunchuck. I completely forgot about that. Wait a second, guys. I have to find one of those nunchuck things. Oh, boy. Oh. Give me a second, guys. I'm sure I have one nearby. Oh man, this is kind of embarrassing. I'm not in that hole. Holy man! What a way to start. Give me 1 second, guys. Awkward. I will be there. And I found it! Oh man! That's not the way I wanted to start this stream off at all! Alright, so in preparation for this game, I deleted my old save because I kind of want to start this game from scratch. I beat this game 100% a long time ago, so I kind of know anything about this game, but I kind of want to go the whole, noob approach. With how crazy things are, just kind of going to go like that. I'm gonna go Resident because I have played this game before. I have had experience, so I feel I can do this. But as much as I'm talking this up, this is going to set my inevitable downfall. Oh man, I love this game. This is definitely in my top 10, maybe top 5 Wii games. So I'm really excited. I hope all of you are surviving what's happening right now. And I'll probably do another stream tonight for one of my more regular games. I just thought this would be a good game to play given what's going on. Oh man, this music is already giving me those memories. Oh man, I'm feeling this. Trauma Team. Oh, my eyes are bloody watering up, but I am so ready. Alright. Just going... I think I'm going to do pretty much a character at a time.
Greetings, Doctor. Please allow me to inform you of how to interface with this hospital. You can tilt the control stick left and right while on this screen. This will allow you to select which doctor's episodes to experience. Should you wish to change the difficulty of your operations, point at the difficulty icon. Then press the A button on your Wii remote. Difficulty settings only apply to the doctors that perform operations.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go somewhat chronological order. So we'll go with who's closer to these spots and... Oh god. Well, we'll see both of these introductions because I'm going to try to go for a chronological approach this time. First time I played this game when I was younger was I did everything person by person. But I kind of want to do this a little differently. I know I hate your playstyle, but let's get your introduction. I love this game because each character stands out, and you have your favorites, you have the ones you don't like as much, but I hope people find something to like for this game because this is truly a special game for me.
Everything has been prepared for your departure, Lady Tomoe.
Very good. Hanzo, go on ahead and wait for me there.
As you wish.
By the 8 million gods that exist to protect this world, I, Tomoe, daughter of Tachibana, shall heed the path of honor. Let the heavens be my witness.
I love it as a daughter, he has...
Have a wonderful day, Lady Tomoe.
He has like a kimono daughter's vest. It's ridiculous, I love it. Alright, her first case. So I think I'll do at least her first case and then I'll switch up to... Actually... Yeah, I'll do her first case and then we'll do games. Which is going to be hard for me because she's probably the one I'm worst with, but We're sorry for paying, right?
Hey, Tomoe!
Oh, good morning, Maria. Today's a fine day, don't you think?
Yeah. Hey, aren't you on night shift today? You're here early.
Yes, Joshua's operation has been scheduled for today.
Oh, Gabe's son, right? I completely forgot.
It is only an ulcer treatment, so I'm sure it'll go smoothly.
Cool. I'll go in too as your support, okay?
Oh, but you can't, Maria. Didn't you work here overnight? You need to rest.
I'll be fine. This is why I work out. Just let me grab a shower.
Maria! Oh well. Refusing a friend's kindness is not the way of honor. Hanzo, please make the preparations for the operation.
Certainly, my lady.
I love how she even has a ninja butler. Like, come on, guys. How can you not love this game?
We will now begin treating the ulcer using the endoscope.
We're ready, Doctor.
Do this! Hanzo, my instruments, please.
As you wish.
Holy moly, what is that?
This is Lady Tomoe's personal endoscope, built to her orders. The grip is boxwood, embellished with golden bellflower.
Built to order?
I don't think
You
that
have
actually
this
happens.
just for you?
The path of honor demands that I use the best tools I can. Gold is non-toxic. Also, it is thinner, thus less intrusive.
Still, to shell out the cash for your own endoscope?
And now, let us get this conference underway.
Alright, so
Maria, where are Joshua's parents today?
treat an ulcer in the patient's gastrointestinal wall. Okay.
Huh? Oh, his mother can't be here because of work.
Everything protect due to patient's inflammations.
His father, he works here. We've got written consent.
I see. Then I presume there are no further hurdles. The path of honor demands we save this child's life.
Right.
Okay, let's start this. Begin operation.
Well then, let's begin the operation. Please do your best.
I am scared because I was never good with the endoscope.
The view ahead is clear. The patient seems to be in good condition. Let's move the camera and take a look around. It's responding quickly. Next, let's move it forward.
Yep, now I...
Gently as the drifting waters. Now let's try pulling it back. This truly is a quality machine. I have to thank whoever built it. Well, the endoscope seems to be working fine. Let's begin the actual procedure. First, we must locate the affected areas. Let's move forward until we find them.
There we
These
go.
are blood pools. Let's treat them using the drain. Let's place the drain's tip in the blood pool to drain it. Let's continue draining it until the blood pool disappears completely.
we go.
Let's continue with the operation. Excuse me. I need to use caution with the controls. The vitals have been recovered. Let's continue with the procedure.
Here we go. Oh god, this is weird. I don't want to hit anything.
Vitals are still dropping. We must hurry and find the affected area.
Whoa, bumping into the inner wall can harm the patient. Be careful, okay?
This area is hemorrhaging. Let's use the hemostatic forceps.
They said...
The hemorrhaging's formed a blood pool. Use the drain on it.
No, that's all I want.
A blood pool's formed. Don't float. There's still blood there. We should drain all of it away.
There we go.
A blood pool has formed. Let's use the drain on it.
We can treat the hemorrhaging area now. Cauterize it with the hemostatic forceps.
I'm going to be a little rough because this was always the one I was weak at.
A blood pool has formed. Let's use the drain on it.
There we go.
Hemostasis has been completed. Let's move on to the next treatment.
I did bad.
The vitals seem low. We should do something about that.
The vitals are not low at all. I'm a little rusty, I'll admit.
Hey, you're gonna hurt the patient.
Oh man.
It's an ulcer. Let's treat it by injecting medicine.
All right, first ulcer's been treated. Watch the amount of medicine you use.
It seems there are more affected areas. Let's keep moving in. Here's an ulcer. Let's inject it with alginate solution.
There we go.
Treating the ulcers.
I'm getting back into this.
Carelessness is our greatest enemy. Some ulcers cannot be found visually.
Huh? What are we supposed to do then?
We'll be using a spray to cause those ulcers to change color. Please remember all that, all right?
Okay.
Let's see. For example, I'm going to mark an area that looks suspicious. Let's try the coloring spray on it.
Ah, there's that ulcer. Okay, inject the medicine.
The ulcer
There we
is
go.
healed. Let's move on to the next step. We've reached the stomach. Time the cardiac sphincter's movement and move on. The affected areas are concentrated around here. Let's treat them one at a time.
Ooh. Now let's have you be safe, kid.
Whoa, bumping into the inner wall can harm the patient. Be careful, okay? All right, let's use it. tip isn't reaching it. The tip isn't reaching it. The tip isn't reaching it. We'll need to get closer. Hey, we're in injection range. Jam it right in there.
Come on, stay okay.
If we leave this be, more blood pools will form. Let's cauterize the hemorrhaging area.
Hey, you're cauterizing that area too much. Come on, get a grip.
Yeah, I am not brilliant at this part. Wait, there I see stuff.
Whoa, there's still blood here. We should drain all of it away.
There's something. See, there's some patience. Yeah, kid, just gonna fill you up with drugs so you don't die. That's how that works.
The patient isn't stabilizing. Let's use the spray to search for more problems.
There's an ulcer here, too. I guess it is important to search around for them.
There we go.
You're complete. Well done, everyone.
Whew, using that thing takes a real light touch.
Oh, I hate this spot.
All one needs is the resolve to stay calm.
Staying calm, that's the part that tires me out the most.
Oh man, that was rough for me. If I was going with the one I was weakest with. No bads. See.
Whew. We somehow poked through. Man, I am tired.
I'm sorry to cause so much trouble. If only I'd been able to do it.
Come on, don't say that. The operation was a success. Just remember that.
I'm gonna want to redo that. I'm not going to end that in a C.
Vitals are good.
Blood pressure normal. No abnormalities detected.
Operation complete. I'm sure Joshua will make a full recovery.
Way to go! It went perfectly. That's our Chamoy.
Thank you. Your support was valuable too, Maria.
Oh, I didn't do all that much. Oh, I need to contact his mom.
Indeed. Don't forget to tell Dr. Cunningham, too.
Man, parents always worry about their kids. Even the people from my orphanage bug me whenever I see them. Always ask me when I'm getting married, stuff like that.
I see.
Did I just say something I shouldn't have?
Oh, no. My mother died when I was young.
Oh, but, your dad's still alive, right?
As to my father, I had a fight with him when I left Japan.
Oh. Jeez. Sorry. I don't know when to shut up.
Oh, no, it's not your fault at all, Maria.
Okay. Anyway, I'm sure your dad's wishing you the best. I mean, you are the best endoscopic surgeon in America.
The best? Thank you, Maria.
The best who gets a C wink.
No problem. Come on, let's go get
too.
Hey, you have reports to write up. It's my turn today.
What, you guys want in? All right, this night's on me, so drink up. Woohoo!
Alright, let's try that again, and then we'll sort another character.
Maria, where are Joshua? Huh? The path.
Right.
I can't hit the wall, and I gotta get the stomach done fast.
The view ahead is clear. Let's. It's respond. Gently. This truly is a quality machine. Well, first we must locate the affected areas. Let's move forward until we find them. These are Let's place the drain. Let's continue. The blood pool has been treated. Let's continue with the operation.
If I'm a little quiet.
Excuse me. I need to use caution with the controls. Vitals are still dropping. We must hurry and find the affected area.
I still have
This area is hemorrhaging.
2 more accidents that I can work with.
The hemorrhage has formed a blood pool. Use the drain on it.
The vitals have been recovered. Let's continue with the procedure.
Alright.
A blood pool's formed. Don't forget to drain it. You think that's a bit...
Alright. I'll do that later. I'm just gonna get myself frustrated with that particular one. So the next one we'll solve will be Gabe's. Which will be probably the second least trauma center like one.
All right, bring in the next patient.
Dr. Cunningham, this patient's convulsing.
Damn it, it just never ends. Just go, leave this place to me.
Alright, I'd like to introduce you guys to probably my second favorite character in this game.
Yeah, I must have dozed off.
He's definitely up there.
It's Lisa. I thought it'd be useless calling the house. I want to get Joshua's things next Sunday. I'm sure you won't be there anyhow. I'll drop the keys in the mailbox.
Huh. Well then.
Alright, there's no difficulty for these ones because the way you get them or you don't.
Gabe, I'm coming in.
Please excuse us, Doctor.
Walking dirt now. This thing's heavy.
What's going on?
Does this wire go
No
over
one
here?
told me I'm getting a roommate.
Ta-da! Isn't it amazing?
The red one goes over there.
Let me introduce you to your
I've
new
never done this
partner,
before. How am I
the
supposed to
Roni system.
Signs of Agnes.
Isha, my office isn't a storage room.
This baby's built to help diagnosticians like you. It sorts and reviews records. It also has a disease database.
Amazing. I'm sure even NASA'd be impressed. So if we're sued, the records are here. Thanks for the trust.
Gabe, just try it out. I'm sure you'll like it.
Right, I'm sure. If you ask me, this thing's just...
Good morning, Dr. Cunningham.
For the love of God! This thing talks?
I'm sure you'll get along just fine. I'll leave you two alone.
Later.
Sorry for the intrusion, Doctor.
Everybody's like, get out of Dodge right now.
Great. What am I supposed to do with this thing?
Condition identified. Deep sighing. A possible sign of cardiac neurosis caused by fatigue. Recommend ingestion of beta blockers or tranquilizers.
Mm-hmm. Great. Thanks for the tip. Look, I got a favor to ask. You know, since you're so smart.
Yes, Doctor. What is your request?
Just don't talk anymore unless I ask you to, okay? Just sit there like a rock. You got it?
Yes, Doctor. But my composition is 82% petroleum processed materials. With my 10% mineral base, I cannot be a very convincing rock.
Looks like I got company. Hold on one sec. So, how do I use you?
Examine the patient and enter in all observed conditions. Then I will calculate the most probable disease, currently.
So we are going to go through Nicole Summers, student from a private school, admitted for breathing problems, and have recorded during choir practice.
Hey, just one step at a time here, buddy. Not a robot.
Correct. There is a 90% probability that you are human.
You can get back to me on that 10% some other time. Now, let's start the diagnosis.
I would start the diagnosis team. Yes. I know I added another game to the queue, but
Hello.
I really wanted to play this game after everything that's been going on. But I feel like the opportunity was just too perfect.
Hey, no need to be nervous. Just relax.
Oh, okay.
Well then, are you ready, Miss Super Robot?
Yes, Doctor. But I am not a super robot. I am a diagnostics assistance terminal.
Whatever, just stop talking. And let's start the consultation.
Subject exams, point at the options, okay.
Now, let's see what you've got to say.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so pretty much I'm putting a little Phoenix White is over here. You see what I mean in a minute.
I'm in the school choir. There's an important competition coming up soon. But my throat feels all weird for some reason.
An abnormality in the throat. I need to find a more specific symptom.
It's kind of hard to inhale, and I can't really catch my breath between notes.
That's something.
So
Take
she's
that!
having trouble breathing. It's a light case of dyspnea. Roni, can you record the patient's symptom?
Yes, doctor. Congratulations. You received the symptom, dyspnea.
What the? You need to say it like that? You make it sound like we're playing a video game or something.
The fourth wall!
That is my default syntax and inflection for new record entries. Will it affect the diagnosis? I have a variety of templates in my database if you would prefer another.
Change it. This isn't a game, you know. What were they thinking when they put you together?
Understood, doctor. Changing my expression at the end of the sentence and confirming it. New symptom observed. Dyspnea.
That'll do. It's about as close to normal as you're gonna get.
Actually, I had to take the day off from school yesterday, too. I was getting short of breath just sitting still, and my heart would start pounding.
Hey, that's not normal.
So you've got palpitations and shortness of breath, even while resting? What about now? Are you still experiencing these symptoms?
Huh? Oh, yes. I've been feeling like this since yesterday.
I see. I'll need to auscultate you later on.
I'm sorry. Thinking about this is a little depressing.
Depressing's a thing? Oh.
Oh, but there's something good that's happened. I've never been able to stick to a diet before, but lately I've been able to lose weight no matter what I eat.
That's not good.
Lost weight? Well, she seems rather happy about it. But losing weight without doing anything isn't normal. We should add that to the list.
Understood, doctor. New symptom observed. Decrease in weight.
Yikes, what am I talking about? Anyway, doctor, am I sick with something?
All right, that should do it. There's no need for further consultation.
Certainly, doctor. Please continue with the auscultation. Signs of palpitations and shortness of breath can be detected by the patient's speech.
Yeah. You know, it sounds like you're the one giving me orders.
Doctor, the auscultation exam is now available.
My stethoscope.
All right, I'm going to take a listen. Could you lift up your clothing for me?
Oh, okay. This is a little embarrassing.
Doctor, please express more consideration when examining patients of the opposite gender. The social and legal intricacies of such interactions call for greater care to avoid unnecessary risks.
Hey now, I'm just using a stethoscope. How else you expect me to examine her?
Oh, I'll be all right.
Oh, look, you just made this whole deal even more awkward for her.
I'll go with the stomach first. Oh, damn it.
Throwing me off my pace.
That seems different.
Patient's breathing pretty rapidly. Roni, make a note of it.
Yes, Doctor.
Oh, I should probably also... Okay. Alright, that's a much faster heartbeat.
Her heart rate is elevated. Roni, record that symptom.
Yes, Doctor. New symptom observed. Increased heart rate.
Here we go.
Huh? The more I examine the patient, the more incongruities I'm finding. Let's see. Time to check them out with a visual exam. There appears to be swelling on her neck. All right, I'm sorry, but I need to touch it just a little.
Oh, yes, please do so.
I think as experiments get farther in the game, we get more difficult patients.
I see. Does this hurt?
It does hurt a little.
Well, I think we should do a CT scan. Roni, make arrangements for image analysis.
Yes, Doctor. I am initiating the approval process. Please designate a date for this procedure and list any other pertinent details.
What? It's for today. Immediately, right now. Capiche? There's gotta be an open slot for...
Doctor, are you aware of hospital regulations?
No one ever got better by following regulations. Now hurry up and do it.
Yes, Doctor. Request sent. New symptom observed. Swollen neck. Also, the CT exam is now available.
Alright, swollen neck, is there any... Oh, and her fingers are twitching.
Her hands are trembling. That's not a good sign. Roni, make a note.
Yes, Doctor. New symptom observed. Trembling fingertips.
Well, that's all the obvious symptoms. Let's end the exam for now.
Thank you very much.
Don't thank me just yet. The exam isn't over. You may have to come back here depending on the results, okay?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll do just that.
Now, time to leave the exam room. I'll just come back if I need to.
Yay! I know there's not much to say, but
I'm obligated
it's
to
a little bit of a fun thing to go through.
Hospital protocol. Please return to your office if you wish to perform a diagnosis or record your progress. Also, the preparations for the CT examination you requested earlier have. Please proceed to the image analysis lab if you wish to check the results of the exam.
I'm not an intern, Roni. I know how this hospital works.
Alright, before we do much more, I think I'll just do some cleaning up.
Office, Doctor. You may diagnose names of diseases or record the progress of your...
Thanks for giving me...
Understood, Doc.
Show me the likely
Yes, Doctor.
Alright, what do we have? Alcoholism. Doctor, it may have no answer to deny this condition. The symptoms are consistent with it, so it must be a viable diagnosis candidate. Come on. Don't be fooled by the patient's appearance. Remain calm and objective. You just don't get it, do you? Alright, rapid breath.
It's throwing me off my pace. Sheesh.
Okay.
This room is allotted for doctors to confirm and review images of their patients.
The CT's ready, right? Well, let's check it out.
Okay.
Ronin,
Yes.
Let's take a look at what these scans are giving
I
us.
want to explain the details of this exam. The CT exam is short for computer tomography. An X-ray is applied to the human body.
you know I went to med school, right? And not online classes or something? I'm an actual doctor.
I'm aware of your credentials. This explanation is written into my default settings.
Is that so? Well, it's a good thing they didn't program you with anything useful, huh?
Alright, take a look at the
All right.
neck.
Let's check these out one. This is a touchy situation. Still, I should be used.
Oh my god. Well, there was something.
My decisions are important. I have them. A portion of her thyroid gland is swollen. This will help with the diagnosis. I should go back to my room.
Here we go.
Well then.
check. Weight loss.
All right.
There we go.
Symptoms seem applicable to this candidate.
Doctor, it is possible there may be more candidates which match the patient's symptoms. I advise checking the symptoms against other candidates as well.
Did I say I was finished with my diagnosis? I was about to do that.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be all of this.
This candidate seems quite plausible as well.
That is not entirely unexpected, Doctor. It happens quite frequently. We should continue checking the other candidates and narrow down the list of matches.
Yeah. Let's...
And if I remember, this one will also have a bit of everything.
Yep, this one's a match too. That's 3 possible candidates.
I agree, Doctor. However, these are all thyroid gland diseases.
Yeah, I know. There's a good chance the patient's got a thyroid problem. Roni, let's move on to the definitive diagnosis. Get approval for the necessary exams.
Yes, Doctor. Would you...
Yep, you catch on fast.
I'm sending the requests now. An MRI exam, a scintigraphy exam, and an analysis exam are now available.
There we go.
Now we need something more concrete for our diagnosis. Let's get started.
I agree, Doctor. Hopefully the additional exams will be of use. Dr. Cunningham, I have more information for you. Please head to the examination room to perform analysis exams. Also, the preparations for the MRI and scintigraphy exams you requested earlier have been made. Please proceed to the image analysis lab to check these.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get those ones done first.
Preparations
Get those out of the way.
MRI exams have been completed.
Perfect. Let's get right to it then.
Just 1 second. So I just got a message from one of my teachers for a school thing, so I'm just sorry.
Allow me to provide information about the exams that are now available.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't have the energy to even try and stop you anymore.
Scintigraphy is an exam where the accumulation and distribution of radioisotopes are made into images. By confirming the uptake of isotopes, the condition of tumors and organs can be analyzed. Next, the magnetic resonance imaging exam, or MRI exam. It uses magnetism to take cross-section images of the human body. It scan, but there is no exposure to radiation. Because MRI exams can yield more detailed images, they are generally used for foci in the head.
You're just a walking encyclopedia of things I already know, huh?
Okay, but nothing that I know, obviously.
If I mess up, it's all over. The uptake of radioactive iodine is concentrated in several areas of the thyroid gland. Roni, make a record of this.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Abnormal thyroid uptake.
Am I missing something in the MRI? I don't see anything. Alright, let's do some examinations.
Good morning, Doctor. What did the test results say?
Well, we're still narrowing it down, but it's most likely a thyroid gland disease.
Thyroid gland? I'm going to be able to sing again, right? If I ever lost my voice.
Calm down. I know you're worried, but I'm not finished diagnosing you yet. Just hang in there until the final results are in.
That's true. I'm sorry.
Roni, how about it? Is the analysis exam done?
Yes, Doctor. Would you like to look at the file?
Of course. Why bother with an exam if we don't look at the results? Bring it up.
Understood. Opening the file.
Well then, let's go in order and compare the patient's values with the standard values.
Alright, let's see. Normal? Normal, this time fine. This is paying attention to what's not right. Okay. Okay. So far not seen anything yet. So there's one.
My decisions are important. I have to be sure. Well, it isn't by much, but the FT4 level's a bit higher than the standard range. Roni, record that for me.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. High FT4 level.
There we go. And there's a low this.
Can't make any more mistakes. My TSH value seems rather low. Roni, please record that.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. Low TSH level.
There we go. Doing good, doing good.
This is a touchy situation. Still, the FT3 level seems a little high. Roni, make a record of this.
Understood, Doctor. New symptom observed. High FT3 level.
Just going to do one double look. Holy man, there's a lot to look at, so your mind keeps playing tricks on you.
Well, that about does it here. Let's...
Alright, time to continue the diagnoses. Alright, last one. No! No!
This is how things always go. Why'd I bother thinking it'd be different this... Sometimes, you just gotta...
Oh god, no.
Hey, well, whatever.
Oh boy.
Now,
There's an important competition, but my throat feels actually.
Roni, what? Make it...
Okay. This is awful. So anyways, guys, how's it going?
I was getting short of breath.
What about...
The bad luck.
Oh, I've never been able to, but lately I've been able to lose weight no matter.
Lost weight? But look...
There we go.
Doctor.
Oh, I'm such an idiot.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Doctor.
Hey. Roni.
There we go.
Roni.
There we go.
Huh? Let's...
I know, I'm just waiting for the stuff we already did though, guys.
Roni.
There we go. Did everything have to do the finger thing?
I'm not an.
This
This-
Boom, boom, boom.
Dr. Cunningham, I would like to explain.
You.
There we go. Boom. Now I had to pretty much put everything up there.
Well then. Show.
Yes.
All right.
There we go, and one more. Desta.
Yep.
I agree.
Yeah. Ronan. Yep.
I'm
Now we need some.
Dr. Cunningham, please.
Yep.
By confirming the uptake of it is
And there, we got all that all back caught up, kinda. So I have a little assignment here. It's just there's not much to say when I'm redoing all this.
Well.
I'm
There we go.
Ronan. Well then. Well. Ronan.
There we go.
Ronan.
And one last thing, and boom! Back on track.
Ronan, please repeat. Well,
Time to do a diagnosis. Essentially, we are being health or something. We know this one has each thing. And I'll go through Promise to Caesar's test on this as well. Oh boy. Ah, wait, it's right there. Boom!
it's a Ronan. Contact the orthopedics department. We need to put a chart together and request surgery.
Understood, Doctor. I'll process the rest from here.
All that's left is to tell the patient. I'm glad she doesn't have something that's too serious.
That was really a very basic tutorial case that I
So,
fucked up.
It's just a simple orthopedic procedure.
And I'll be completely cured?
Huh? Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Come on in. You again. What do you want now?
My, how rude! I am the chief, after all. It's my job to watch over everyone in this ward.
All right, just get to the point. What do you want?
Would it kill you to be civilized? I just got word from Tomoe. Joshua's operation went well.
I see.
You're not going to go see him then?
The operation's over. Why would they need another doctor?
That's not what I mean. What I'm trying to say is...
Yeah. What else is on your mind?
Here.
An invitation? You want me to go to a medical conference?
It's a good one. With an after party. And it's in Japan! It's being catered by an Italian chef. I can hardly wait. Oh, hey, what was that for?
Unfortunately, I don't have time for pointless things. If conferences saved lives, I'd be the first one in line. Oh, and by the way, can you take this to Hank?
What? Surgery instructions? Gabe, I'm the chief, not your personal carrier pigeon.
Hey, you said it's your duty to watch over the ward.
Ugh, fine then.
But I'm liking that as we go through each character, it's starting to see something a little more to them. Alright, we were down to Hank, which I'm looking forward to. Hank's one of my favorite characters in this game, so that's something for me to look forward to. I think he is my favorite, actually.
Hurry up and give me the cash! Make it quick! Not so fast, criminal! Who the hell are you? I am the ambassador of love and justice, Captain Eagle. No crime will be tolerated on my watch. What? You mashed freak! I'm gonna shoot! Sir, are you all right?
Yeah.
I apologize for the mess. Please allow me to help fix it. And farewell!
Hey, wait! This isn't gonna cover the damage?
And time for us to do a Hank mission. So I think after that, I'll do Bull mission. And then I think I'll take a little break. But yeah, it's interesting going this way, trying to go through the stories as they're happening. The big guy.
What in the world are you doing?
Good morning. I tripped and I fell.
How'd that happen? Here, take a look at this chart.
She needs surgery. Have you met with her yet?
Huh? Yeah, I was the one that diagnosed her. She's stable.
I see.
And don't celebrate yet. Make sure you do a good job. Got it?
Yeah, of course.
Aiden,
She has a case of
Nicole
lumbar
Summers.
disease.
I love the consistency of the story.
Make your incision in the neck and excise only the adenoma. Now, the number of adenoma is unknown, so get all of them, okay?
Understood. Beginning the operation.
Oh, co-op. Co-op on this was stupid. Like, back in the day, me and my friends tried co-op on this one, and this one was really bad with co-op.
All right, let's begin this procedure.
We gotta start with an incision into the neck. Grab the scalpel first. Use the scalpel and trade.
Cool.
Incision complete.
Stop patting yourself on the back. From here on, it's the real deal.
Oh boy.
Is this it?
That's right. No need to rush. Take all the time you need. You can stop whenever you want. Just stay close to the guideline during the excision.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
This is nerve-wracking now, honestly. I forgot. Oh man!
All right. You've removed the first one.
Next is...
Looks like it's this one. Begin the excision.
I'm like the music in this game, man. It's so good.
That's pretty good.
Oh, it feels like even the slightest movement, I feel so nervous. I'm in such concentration mode, man.
Nice. At this pace, we'll be able to get home in time for dinner. Let's move on to a big one then.
Indeed, this is a large one.
Holy man!
The procedure isn't any different though. Just be careful and stay attentive.
I know this is my probably favorite mode. I used to play this mode just for fun. That's how much I loved it.
All right, let's proceed, but be careful.
Holy hell!
Excision complete.
Holy hell! Holy man.
Nope, not yet. Can't leave.
When it gets auto movie, I get so scared. Holy man, my heart's beating.
You're good.
Holy man. Holy man, holy man. Fuck!
Wasn't I clear when I said to stay close to the line?
I'm sorry for the beginning. I can't forgive myself because I work so hard on these ones. I don't expect anything better than an S rank.
We gotta start.
This is my mode. If I can't do that right, I'm a failure. But now I have a little bit of the feel again. A little more of that gentle touch.
Is this it? That's right. You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
There we go. Getting back to my feel again.
Looks like
I can do this perfectly, guys. This works.
that was pretty good.
Boom! Boom!
Nice.
Now time to get to those big ones again.
All right, let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll.
Look at that! I got my groove back.
Nope. You're good.
When it comes to these missions, I only expect passing. Nothing less than that.
Rock solid.
Holy man, my wrist hurts from that.
It's going well. There shouldn't be too many left.
Oh, it's so much better.
According to my speculation, this should be the last. Well done. Keep that up, okay?
Good. Cautiously continue on.
Holy hell, this hurts your wrist actually. This is painful.
gotta stop for a second. I need to be sure of what I'm doing.
Oh! Sorry, my wrist is stiff.
Hey, try and relax a bit. Want me to call someone to massage your shoulder?
There you go again. Resuming the operation. Hand me the scalpel. Alright. I'm not done with the excision, but I'm doing fine.
Yeesh, don't push yourself.
Ah, flick. I know I expect way too much out of myself as somebody who hasn't played this in such a long time, but I can't accept anything other than perfection on this particular one.
Stop.
I'm going to sit up straight. That'll probably help as well.
That's right. No need to run. You can stop whenever.
Good. Cautious.
Yeesh, don't push yourself.
How am I making mistakes? Calm down, Jagg. Calm down.
Right.
I do feel like this is the right game to play with all the goofy... Not goofy, it's serious, but... You know, with all that's going on, why not play a game that deals with medical issues?
That's right. You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
Alright, already at 500.
Alright. Looks like... That was pretty good.
Alright, we're almost at 1,000, and I'm happy with keeping that record high.
Alright, let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll.
There we go! Holy hell! Now I have to get through 2 more of these.
You're good.
Holy man! Last one, and this one's a very awkward one that killed my wrist last time. It's not like I'm doing anything too weird, but you feel it as you're holding your wrist straight and making very slight movements. You feel this.
Well done. Keep that up, okay?
Fuck!
Wasn't I clear when I said to stay close to the line? Don't push yourself.
It's that auto movement that throws me off, guys. I know I can do it. I know I can.
You gotta use the... Taking a break already? What? Stop.
This is about precise movements rather than quick movements, which the later surgery is all about.
Stop.
I used to be a master at this. I cannot let my history disappoint. Yeah, I think I'm going back towards my old technique again.
All right. Looks like.
How was I so good at this as a kid?
That was pretty good. Yeesh. Wasn't I clear when I said to stay?
That was not. How did it go there? That was not me. I'm not taking the blame for that one, man.
You gotta start. Use the. Taking a break. What? Stop. That's right. You can.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
Okay, so how the team mode in this one is you each take turns to the section, which is very comical with this particular one. Really, the team mode doesn't do much except for the main surgery person and the other surgery assistant. Other than that,
Yeesh. Wasn't I clear when I said?
my remote is not connecting properly, and it's freaking the hell out.
All right. We gotta use the. Taking a.
There we go.
That's right. You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
There, I'm right where I should be.
All right. Looks like. That was pretty good.
The second one has been completely excised.
Nice. This pace, we'll be able to get home in time for dinner.
All right, let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll.
Okay.
Excision.
2 more.
Nope.
It's going well today.
There we go.
It's going well. There shouldn't be too.
Now this monster.
Wasn't I clear when I said to...
Here's the thing, I could easily pass it, but I want that perfect mark. I am selfish.
Alright.
We gotta... Use the... Taking a break? Well... Stop.
Is this it?
That's right. You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
Alright, got that down.
Looks like... That was pretty good.
Okay, stretch that wrist.
The second one has been completely out.
Hi.
There's something. Alright, let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll.
There we go, I am hitting it hard now.
Nope.
It's going well today.
You're good.
Rock solid.
Oh, that was close, holy god.
Well done. Keep that up, okay?
Good. Cautiously continue on.
Yeesh. Wasn't I clear when I said to stay close to the line?
I am so pissed off. I got farther than I ever had before. But holy god, this is harder than I remember.
Alright, let's.
We gotta... Use this... Stop.
Alright. Let's go, let's go!
That's... You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
Okay,
All right.
next.
Look. That was pretty good.
There we go. I am just getting these two I'm just getting faster and faster. Time for the hard ones. This one's simple though.
Alright, let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll.
Holy hell, I'm getting this.
Excision.
Nope. You're good.
Rock some.
Holy hell, alright. Leave.
Doing well.
Leave.
Too many left.
5 seconds, Jagg. 5 seconds. Alright.
Yeesh. Wasn't I clear when I said...
5 hours later.
All right.
We got us... Use this... Stop. That's... You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
There we go.
All right. Looks like it... That was pretty good.
I almost got a I'm probably going to get 1,000 if I keep doing these so often after the first couple ones.
All right. Let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll. Yeesh. Wasn't I...
I'm just face rolling myself at this point.
All right. Let's begin this procedure.
Alright, 5,000th attempt on that neck.
Stop.
I can do this.
That's right. You can stop.
Good. Cautiously continue on.
I'm going a little fast, but I need to calm down.
That was pretty good. Not. Just me.
I proceed cautious.
Right. Let's proceed. Be careful.
Looks like you're on a roll.
There we go.
Excision.
Nope.
It's going well.
Oh god damn, my head is itchy. Okay, time for the hard one now.
According to my... Done. Keep that up, okay?
Good. Cautiously continue on.
That was pretty good.
Oh, hell yeah!
How about it? Are there any more?
Nope, that was the last one. Let's close the operation.
Holy hell!
We're using the stapler to close up. Just follow the line and...
Four more to go. I'll continue. All right, let's proceed. Be careful.
All right, one more.
Operation complete.
Holy hell! See, guys, I can do a perfect one. Within 5 minutes, over 1,000 chain. Oh, pfft. Ass!
Well, that's done. Looks like it went a little quicker than we expected.
I have your support to thank for that. I'm grateful for your help.
Ah, what are you talking about? Never mind. Good job today.
Holy hell!
What's with that for?
Well, don't your cigarettes get damp in here?
What happened if you went diving without an oxygen mask?
I drown?
You see? Consider this my version of an oxygen mask.
So that's how those things work.
We have breaking news in progress. Theodore Gacy's visit to the country is fast approaching. Gacy's usually known by his nickname, Steady Hand Teddy. He is the alleged leader of an overseas drug smuggling cartel. Groups are now at the airport rallying against his arrival.
Oh, hey. You, free later? Wanna hit a bar or some... Hey, what the... Where'd that guy go?
I don't know why, I love the type of story of... I love the fact that we have a person who's actually a vigilante in our doctor's group. It's hilarious.
Land of the free.
Let's see if we can't make some sales, shall we? Who the hell are you supposed to be?
I won't allow crime to occur on this soil. Prepare yourself.
No crime, eh? Dumb. Is this what you had in mind?
Guns aren't for threatening people.
What?
Guns are only for murdering people.
Are you some sort of monster?
If you wanted to kill me, you'd have shot already.
Don't move,
Farewell.
we'll shoot. That goes for everybody.
Hey, you! Tiny! You think you've won, huh? You're some goddamn hero that saved the city? bullshit! You know better than me, you hypocrite!
Don't move! Theodore Gacy, you're under arrest!
Holy hell. And we're not even to the main two characters, really. We have one of these, but we have this for us. And we'll end it after we finish Horror Mission. And we'll take a break for now. I'll probably do some either Sly or Bioshock for the evening.
Ah, come in.
Did you call for me, Chief Wayne?
Ah, good morning, Naomi. It seems the FBI needs your expertise. I'd like you to head over to the scene immediately.
I'm a medical examiner, not a police officer.
Don't be like that. I can't just turn the government down.
Fine. Well then.
Oh, and Naomi, one more thing.
I love how her hair just kind of floats like that in every scene.
You?
Special Investigator Naval. A pleasure to meet you, Doctor.
Yes. Nice to meet you too. What are you doing? You, an FBI agent? This must be a joke.
Please keep your voice down. It's been a while, hasn't it? I didn't have the luxury of witness protection, like you.
Just shut up. I'm only here because it's my job. I have nothing to do with you faking your way into the FBI. And don't you ever talk about my past again.
Whatever you say, ma'am.
Good.
This game's so good at giving characters very small moments to work with, but it disengages you.
My GPS.
Oh, I'll have them bring the car around.
You are waiting here. Tell your people on site I'm coming.
But
Nice tie there, little guy. Be a good boy and stay.
Doctor!
But yeah, for those who never played Second Opinion, they won't even know who these two characters are. But to be fair, when I first played, I didn't play Second Opinion myself. And I was able to follow things as well, so I'm just going to go by that same assumption. Alright, time to do the Lockwood Mystery, and after this, we will call it a day for now. I'm having a lot of fun.
We've received word about you. Miss Kimishima, is it?
Good. This will make things easier. Where's the victim?
He's over here. This way, please.
Victim is Dennis Taylor, 30-year-old male. Neighbor called in the fire. The fireman found him. The knife in his hand matched the cut wounds. Probably suicide.
Huh. What's this?
Oh, that's where the fire started, likely before the suicide. Miss Kimishima?
I love the little anime woos. This game has everything I love. Really what you're supposed to do is put your remote to your ear and you hear these things.
Are you feeling all right?
This was murder. Send the corpse to CIFM immediately. I'll examine it. I want all finger and footprints found in that room. If you find anything, contact me directly. I'll be at the lab.
What was that about?
Well, she does work at the forensic medicine laboratory. Supposedly, she solved a lot of cases for the FBI.
The FBI?
That's right. That means we need to keep out of this. Come on, hurry down to the car for the fingerprint powder.
Oh, right away.
Let's begin. This is Dr. Naomi Kimishima, ID 422194. Hey, little guy. Tell me what we know so far about this.
Oh, right. The victim's 30-year-old Dennis Taylor. At 3:30 p.m., someone in the same building reported a fire. The firefighters found the body in bed 20 minutes later. He had a knife in one hand and a deep wound on his wrist. The door was closed and chained. It's being ruled suicide.
Nonsense. Is that your personal opinion or your FBI training?
Look, isn't that the most reasonable fitting explanation?
I thought people learned when they grew older.
Doctor, what do you mean by that?
Let's begin. Show me how this life's flame was snuffed out.
So yeah, another way we play the game is through autopsies, which is not saving lives, but it's a different way of helping life, I guess. Alright. I completely forgot about that. That guy gets a bloody remote. Oh god, that's hilarious. Oh, I see. I'm a little rusty. I want to examine the corpse first. I will say, the way they handle this, well, keeping this T15 is brilliant. They made so they can do all these things, yet keep it for a rating for most people anyways.
There's something odd about the index finger on the right hand.
Sounds faster to me.
Indeed. We can't say what's wrong with it for sure until it's sent in for analysis, though. This wound on the wrist is believed to be the cause of death. Even though this looks like a self-inflicted wound made with a sharp knife, there's something unnatural about it.
It looks a little clean, isn't it? There we go!
That's right. There's only the one wound on the wrist. A single slash, deep enough to reach the artery. No matter who it is, pain is an immediate response to a cut. No one should be able to make a single cut this clean and deep without flinching. I can't say this is proof of homicide, but I can't ignore this incongruity.
Red spots. We don't know what red spots are.
Yes, there appear to be spots of hemorrhaging in the eyeballs. This isn't a common condition. Perhaps I should ask Little Guy about it.
And last thing to notice is this right here.
Is this a bruise? It's oddly shaped, though.
Yeah, that's all I see. Let's go through his stuff. I don't see anything too weird. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I'll go back to this later. Alright, let's go and back to my office and clean things up.
Dr. Kimishima, the results of the examination of the knife have come in. Let's see, the knife itself is a cheap common brand sold all over the country. It'll be difficult to locate where the knife came from. The blood left on the blade matches the deceased's. Only his fingerprints were found on the handle as well.
I see. At least one thing is clear now. That is...
There we go. That was without question.
Yes. This knife is believed to have been used to slit the victim's wrist. Even then, we can't prove that unless we compare it to the wound. The shape of the knife blade corresponds with the wound found on the wrist. This means that...
Alright, there we go.
Indeed. This appears to be an open and shut case. Then again, this all seems a little too convenient for me.
fractured. Can you send me the details? Get an x-ray performed as soon as possible. Oh, and I have one more piece of good news, Dr. Kimishima. I've received a recording from HQ of a witness's account.
Great, that will be useful. Who's the witness?
It's the deceased's neighbor. We've asked her some questions about the day of the incident.
Perfect timing. Maybe we'll be able to use her account to determine when the fire started.
I'll send the data over to you. Please check it using the recorder in your room.
Hey.
Hemorrhaging in the eyes, you say?
Yep.
It's a condition called petechia, caused by increased blood pressure and spasms in the blood vessels. It's commonly found as a sign of death by asphyxiation.
Wait a second, that doesn't seem right. If I recall correctly, the victim... The cause of death was thought to be hemorrhaging from a slashed wrist. If the cause of death is asphyxiation, it's possible that we are dealing with a homicide.
Here we go. Alright, let's go through the recorder now.
Yes, that's right. Oh, it's been so hot lately. I've been keeping the window that faces out into the street open because of the heat. That's how I could hear my neighbor so clearly. It was, let me think, around 3 in the afternoon? Yes, it must have been. I was watching Farewell Danny at the time. I heard this loud noise from my neighbor. I heard this loud noise from my neighbor's room. I heard this loud noise from my neighbor's room. And then the fire alarm started going off.
A loud noise followed by the fire. That may be a clue.
Here we go.
The way she described it, the sound doesn't seem to have been something exploding. Could the noise have been made by someone in the room?
Not done with you yet, lady. I want to hear your whole thing.
And then I was really surprised. I think it was about 10 minutes. I looked out the window and saw smoke coming from next door. I ran over to my neighbor's door, but nobody answered when I pounded on it.
Okay.
I ran over to but I had to see if there was anyone in there, so I pulled on the door. It was chained from the inside, and no one answered me when I yelled. Yes, the fire truck came soon after that. A firefighter cut the chain on the door and went inside. My neighbor? No, it seems he lived alone. But I remember an electrician came at around noon. Yes. Yes, I heard him talking outside the front door, so I don't think I could be mistaken.
Alright. That was a little of everything I could get from her. New information.
The room was sealed, and the neighbor heard the sounds at around 3 p.m. The fire occurred not long after that. What we can...
There we go. Boom.
That's right. At least, that's all we can determine using our current information. The deceased was alone at the time, so there's a good chance he made the noise. Still, we need more information to see if there was anyone else in the room when it happened.
Hey.
Yes, that's right. And then the... Yeah!
So an electrician...
Here we go.
was
Boom.
in this room that day at around noon. That was much earlier than when the fire supposedly started, but we should investigate it. Ah, little guy. Perfect timing. It seems an electrician entered the deceased's room around noon on the day of the incident. If he's talked to your people, can you ask them for the recordings of the interview?
All right, I'll contact them immediately.
Please do. How's the analysis going?
Well, regarding the fracture on the corpse's finger, the right index finger was fractured by an external force. It's rather odd. There are no signs of healing in the fractured area.
So it happened after death.
No traces of healing. That would mean... That's right. Reactions to injury, like minute healing and hypodermic hemorrhaging, are vital reactions. They only occur while the body is still alive. Thus, if there were no vital reactions to this broken bone, the fracture happened... It must have occurred after the person was already dead.
That would have to be the case. Oh, and to be clear, there's no way that the body was damaged during transport. We take the utmost precautions when moving bodies.
Huh. I hadn't considered that until you brought it up. Still, I'll take your word for it. If his index finger was broken, using the hand would have caused a great deal of pain. With that in mind, he shouldn't have been able to use his right hand all that well.
Okay. Where's Bingo? Has became facts of Bingo. I had to find some type of connection. What am I missing? Okay.
There was a wound in the left wrist and a fractured finger on the right. This seems odd because...
There we go. Nice.
Yes, the deceased would have had to hold the knife in his injured hand to cut his left wrist. Then he would have had to cut deep enough to sever the artery, putting pressure on his broken finger. Even if he was right-handed, this situation just doesn't add up.
Alright, is that everything then?
Hello, Dr. Kimishima.
Got the small talk. What do you want?
So cold.
Oh man. No, yeah.
HQ's questioned the
I'm okay, guys.
I've sent you the recordings.
After a few days, and every now and then I just feel a surge of pain on my face.
It seems HQ already knew who he was, so there wasn't a problem.
Now we'll find out why that electrician went to the deceased's room.
Yes? Oh, yes, that's right. Yes? Oh, yes, that's right. A murder? Yes, that's fine. A murder? Yes, that's fine. He said his air was broken and needed to be fixed. That was around noon, I think? I got the call earlier that day. Yes. He said he needed it fixed that day, so I went straight there when I finished the job I was doing. Yeah, it was really quick. All I had to do was swap out a cable. Right. I think I was only there for about an hour. Yes, I fixed his heater. The customer? Well, the way he looked, I wouldn't be surprised if he committed suicide. Around 3 p.m.? Around 3 p.m.? No, I wouldn't have a clue. I was already fixing a washing machine at my next appointment.
Let's move back a bit.
A murder? Yes, that's fine. He said his air was broken.
He fixed the air. We should focus on it.
Okay.
There's nothing odd about having a repairman come to work on the ventilation system, but at the very least, Dennis was still alive when the electrician came. We need to learn about the...
This is a little goofy on how I have to go to each thing.
Yes? That was... Yes. Yeah, it was really quick. Right. I think I would... Yes, I fixed his... The customer? Well, the way he looked... Right. I think I would... Yes. He said his air was broken and needed to be fixed. That was around noon, I think? I got the call earlier that day. Yes. He said he needed it fixed that day, so I went Yeah, it was really quick. Right.
There's quite a gap between any other and the first saw in the room.
Yes, I fixed the customer?
Oh, status.
Does that mean the deceased had a motive for killing himself?
Go!
On the day of the incident, the electrician had been asked to repair the deceased's air. The electrician went to the deceased's room at noon and left after finishing his work. Both the deceased's neighbor and the electrician himself agree on this. Indeed, both of these facts relate to the deceased. The last time the deceased was seen alive.
Here we go!
That's right. At that
Boom! I'm doing good here.
Yes. This comes from the electrician's testimony. The last time we believe the deceased could have been alive is... Concentrate.
My bad, I misread that.
Indeed. The neighbor reports hearing
Like, I
a
misread
sound
what they were
from the
telling me.
Within an hour after that, a fire started and the deceased was later discovered dead. That's all we know at this point. Hey, little guy. I want to go through the information that we've gathered so far.
All right, let's piece it all together step by step.
Let's do that.
The deceased, Dennis Taylor, was found dead in his apartment. Let's see. His body was discovered because...
Of a fire.
Yes, but by the time firefighters arrived on the scene, the fire had already gone out. His corpse was found on the bed.
That's right. The FBI and police initially ruled this case as a suicide. The reason for that was...
This last risk. And the locked door.
Indeed. The slashed wrist and the chained door point towards suicide. It would seem he was so desperate for death that he would both slit his wrist and set his room on fire. That isn't a surprising conclusion.
The knife blade does match the shape of the wound in the wrist. The blood on the blade matches his DNA. Lastly, the deceased's fingerprints were found on the handle of the knife.
Those are all true, but there was something odd about that wound on him. First,
There we
another
go.
point is
There's his right
his
hand, which
finger
is
was
broken.
fractured. Would he have been able to use a knife with a wounded hand?
It's very unlikely. But that's not the only thing that raises doubt. If he did die of the knife wound, he would have bled to death. However, investigating the corpse points to a different cause of death. That is...
Everything nice. Holy cow, I'm keeping up pretty well right
And a
now.
strange bruise on his abdomen. There's more than enough evidence to doubt that this was a suicide.
But according to the electrician's statement, the victim seemed like he might be in a state to commit suicide.
Indeed, there are too many uncertainties to be able to draw a conclusion at this point. I'm going to have to investigate the scene for myself. Little guy, get me approval to enter the area.
Oh, understood. You shouldn't have a problem, Dr. Kimishima. I'm sure my bosses will approve you right away.
Yes, but I don't intend to waste any time. I'm going there right now. You deal with the rest on your end.
Okay, and that's all I can do right there. Go to the crime scene.
This is a table. Now that I look closely, the burns are most severe right here.
Alright.
If I send this for analysis, I might find out what was on fire on the table. This is where the deceased's corpse was. If this bloodstain is his blood, then... Yes, the injury was on his left wrist. From the position of the bloodstain, it would appear he was lying face up on the bed. There was only the one bloodstain, so he didn't move around much after his wrist was slit. If this truly is a suicide, that would mean that he bled to death here. However, the amount of hemorrhaging here seems to be too small for a man to completely bleed out. Who's this in the pic? The deceased's friend? I see. I was so caught up in the case that I didn't check the man's background. Hello, little guy. Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, I hear you.
Yes. Can you do me a favor and look into the deceased's friends? I'm going to send you a picture right now. Try getting a hold on whoever that is.
All particular you'd like us to find out?
Let's see. First, about the deceased himself. It'd be great to find out more about the day of the incident.
All right, I'll make preparations to have them question. I'll send you the recordings of their answers, so please check the recorder.
Good. I'm glad you can get on this so quickly. I'll be counting on you.
Why's that like
It's
that?
the ceiling fan. There's a speed selector and a timer. One of the blades seems to be broken. How could I do that?
There we go.
The electrician had supposedly come to fix the air. I need to review his testimony to confirm what he actually fixed.
Gonna go if I can. Doing good. Okay.
What you want, man? Why are you calling me out here? Huh? Huh? You want to talk about Dennis? You're better off asking his girlfriend. Her name's, Stella. Yeah, she's at the club down on Roulette Street. Yeah, she can probably tell you more about Dennis than I can. That guy, huh? No, nothing. He's a friend of mine, you know? I don't hate him. I mean, we'd been drinking together the night before he died. He did seem pretty flush recently, if you know what I mean. He called me up out of the blue and, said he'd pick up the tab. He called me...
Alright.
That wasn't really important. It was just how he normally brags. He was all proud of this red Portland Jags t-shirt he was wearing, too. The red ones are a limited edition or something. They're pretty rare. His job, huh? Yeah, he worked at this crappy little bar in some back alley. Then again, you probably can't really call it a bar, either. How did he make his cash? Psh, who knows, man? I don't. Hey, that's why I said you should be talking to his girlfriend. Hey, you guys seriously think that he offed himself?
Okay.
And he was one sharp SOB, always looking out for himself. I mean, he always thought that if you had no money, then you should get out and steal some. You really think someone like that would just kill himself? Well, it's got nothing to do with me anyway. Didn't you know that? Hey, that's why I said you should... Hey, it's just... I mean, he always... You really... Her name's, that guy, huh? No, nothing. We've been drinking together. He did seem...
Okay.
He called me up out of the blue. That was... It was all...
A Portland Jags t-shirt. If he was telling the truth, the victim was wearing that shirt on the day...
Alright. So he's wearing a different sort
In
then.
any case, after hearing this testimony, it seems hard to believe that the deceased would have committed suicide. That reminds me. The man said in his interview that the deceased had a... I wonder if HQ knows who... This is worth asking little guy about.
Yes, did you call?
I need you to look into somebody for me. A woman named Stella Abbott.
Oh, the deceased's girlfriend? Well, technically his ex...
That doesn't matter. Can you find her?
We already have. HQ's just finished questioning her. Oh, should I send you the recording?
Please. Now, if you don't mind. I feel like I'm getting closer to understanding who Dennis Taylor really is.
Hey, can't do that. Let's take a look at his clothing, I guess.
That reminds me. Someone mentioned the clothing that the deceased was wearing.
At least the clothing eventually became important. So that's good. Figuring out all these mysteries and stuff.
That's odd. There's nothing that stands out about the clothing. Somebody said something about what the deceased had been wearing that day.
Holy man, this is taking a lot of time, but I'm having fun.
Something about this.
Here we go.
That's right. The deceased was apparently wearing
Red,
a
not
red
white.
T-shirt on the day of the incident. Did he change after he got home?
Alright guys, just 1 second.
Sure.
Alright guys, I am back. Sorry about that. But almost done.
This does. The electrician supposedly came to the victim's room, but he didn't repair the ceiling fan? Or did the fan break after the electrician had left?
There we go, we cause a hole.
I'll need to hear his account again.
Not much at
the
all.
average adult male would have to lose at least 1,500 milliliters in order to bleed to death. This means that... That was careless.
He might not. Oh, bleh. Goofy little wordplay over there.
Well, the amount of blood loss required varies from person to person, so this isn't quite proof. It is unusual, though. I'll have to remember it.
There we go. Just 1 second, guys. Alright guys, I am back once again. And let's continue. Sorry about that once again. Things happen. Back to it. But with everything going on, things have been kind of busy for me. Where am I getting confused at?
Dr. Kimishima, did you receive...
From the deceased's girlfriend?
You should be able to listen to it using the recorder. Please listen to it when you can.
Right. First, I want to know about the deceased's source of income.
It did seem fairly well off for somebody without a steady job.
Indeed. I'll be listening for that while I'm going over...
Okay, let's see what it is.
That was... Yes. He said he needed it fixed that. That was... He said his hair was broken. Yeah, it was really quick. Right. Yes. That... Right. I think... Yes, I fixed...
He fixed the heater. Some...
Yeah, people will say it was hot, so that does not make sense.
Yes, the deceased's neighbor mentioned that. Summer is already starting. And yet, on the day of the incident, the deceased wanted to have his heater repaired? There's something strange about this after all.
Seriously? What do you guys want? I've got work to do, so let's get this over with. Huh? Dennis? You mean Dennis Taylor? Wow, that name brings back bad memories. We broke up years ago. Yeah, at first I thought he was an interesting guy, pretty cool and all. But he never had a job, and he just kind of wandered through life. Oh, but he always had money. I'm sure he didn't come by it honestly. Ugh, are you really this slow? Don't you get it? Drugs. He was a drug dealer. He worked for this big fish called Theodore. I guess Dennis got totally used by him, the dumbass. And that was it. I broke up with him. I mean, dealing drugs? That's way too dangerous for me. Who knows? I assume he's still out there dealing. I mean, I can't do anything to stop him. Huh? He died? When? And that was it? You worked for drugs.
Good heavens. The deceased's been holding on to quite a secret. I'm going to have to change the way I approach this case.
There we go, a little more information.
Let's go through the information we have, now that we know the deceased's true name. Unbelievable.
This is looking more and more like a case worth investigating. If Dennis Taylor was a drug dealer, then there could be a variety of reasons to kill him.
There we go.
Still, I can't let my prejudices cloud the truth. I need to remain objective. However, it seems that we're going to have to change our views regarding this case.
ALS.
ALS? The advanced light source that can adjust the wavelength being emitted?
That's right. An object's visibility depends on the light being reflected from that object. The ALS lets you select a particular wavelength to focus only on what you want to see.
Or hide what you don't want to see?
Oh, no.
I'll try using it. Thanks, little guy.
Alright. Before we do that, can we connect anything?
I still have doubts. My main concern about this is...
There we go.
Yes. Fans circulate air within a room. If the owner was having his air system fixed, the fan should have been considered part of it. Why then would the electrician fix only the heater and not the ceiling fan? It's true then. This does have to do with the victim, but I wonder why. I get the feeling that there's something very wrong.
There we go. Boom, a perfect thingy.
Indeed. At first glance, it doesn't seem like these refer to the same person at all. On the one hand, drug-dealing scum enjoying his life. On the other, a man with suicidal depression. Either one of these clues is false, or there's more to this shady business that I haven't found out. In either case, the truth of the matter is that he was indeed a drug dealer.
There we go, that's all I can really find. Time to splay things around. So it's just been a busy time.
There's white powder scattered on the floor. It looks like there are footprints.
Alright, so my probably drugs.
I can guess at what this powder is, but I should send it in for analysis just in case. This powder on the floor seems to trail
behind the floor.
There's more of that powder inside this hole in the wall. What an obvious place for a hiding spot. Mr. Taylor wasn't all that clever.
Alright, so some more things to go through then. We're doing good. I am taking a little bit of a long time with this, but I feel like we're getting close to that end.
drugs found within it.
What a surprise. I am shocked. Surprised. Utterly shocked.
A number of different sets of footprints were identified in that powder as well. They all belong to the firefighters, police, and you, of course.
I see. Exactly. That would be the case. The room belonged to the deceased. If the drugs had been spread on the floor before the incident, his footprints should be there as well. But the only footprints in the room were from people who had entered after the fire. This would mean that the drugs would have to have been spread before or soon after the fire began. All right, let's go over the information we've gathered.
Boom!
Yes, the trail of drugs led directly to the hole.
I am being very good right now.
If the same powder from the floor was inside the hole, then... That's right. But there weren't any drugs inside the hole. The layer of drugs had footprints from the firefighters, the police, and me left in them. All of the footprints had something in common. Indeed. There weren't any footprints from before the time the fire began. So from this, we can deduce that the drugs must have been scattered on the floor when...
Ah! There we go.
In other words, it must have happened between his death and when the fire started. But why were there drugs?
There we go, another solid evidence.
Yes. They must have spilled out when someone removed the drugs from the hole in the wall. Dennis Taylor was killed, and someone walked out with the drugs. I'm starting to get a clearer picture of what happened here, but there's no proof just yet. I need to move on to the next step. I should consult with the little guy about this.
Dr. Kimishima, have you confirmed that it's a murder after all?
I don't know how you heard about that so quickly, little guy. Have you been eavesdropping on me?
Huh? What? No,
No. Yes. No.
Forget it. I can see right through you.
Oh, right. I have a new tool for you. It's luminol. Do I need to explain it to you?
A chemiluminescent material based on reducing 5-nitrophthalhydrazide with sodium dithionite. It reacts to iron and hemoglobin by glowing, making it useful to find otherwise hidden bloodstains. Anything else?
No.
Good. I just spray this onto suspicious areas, then shine the ALS on it, right? I'm sure it will be useful. Thank you, little guy.
Hi, time to do some blood hunting. Well, I was expecting this to take so long, but a lot of this is probably my rust still really slowing right now. Alright, same as usual. There we go.
Huh. There's a reaction to blood on this screw that's securing the doorknob. The screw seems rather loose as well.
We found something. We found a lot of something.
Come to think of it, the door to this room was chained shut when the fire started. Could this be related to that in some way? There's a rope wrapped around the shaft of the ceiling fan. There's no mistake. Those are bloodstains.
There we go. More things.
So there were bloodstains here too. If these are from the deceased, we may be able to use this with something else that we know.
I got as much as I could from here. From causing a mess of Lumino.
Dr. Kimishima, sorry for the wait. The analysis of the burnt material has come back from the laboratory.
Okay.
Calcium hydroxide was detected in the sample.
Calcium hydroxide? You mean slaked lime?
Yes, small amounts of quicklime were also detected. Quicklime is a substance that releases a great deal of heat when it reacts with water.
Oh, I see. So this was...
I agree, but isn't it odd? If the killer wanted to start a fire, there are far...
You're right. There must have been... It's our job to investigate.
Okay, boom.
Yes, these two pieces can't... The rope wrapped around the ceiling fan is what caused it to break.
I just almost got all of that.
The fire began near the fallen table.
Man, I love this music. I'm sorry if I'm just gushing most of the time.
Calcium hydroxide was found in the substance on the floor there. Calcium hydroxide is formed through the reaction of quicklime and water. That reaction creates something else as well.
Ah! Heat flick.
Quicklime releases 65 kilojoules of energy per mole when it reacts with water. This was the method used to start the fire in this room. First, you would place a glass of water on the table. You would also put quicklime around the floor and on the table near the glass. When the table falls over, the hydration heat caused by the reaction would cause a fire. But why would the killer go through such a complicated plan to start a fire?
That's just how he rolls.
That's right. If all he wanted was a fire,
That's right.
he could have just set something on fire. The killer needed to have a delay until the fire began. That's why he devised a plan that made use of two components. Yes.
I just love how D is like the joke answer.
The killer wrapped one end of the rope around the fan and tied the other to a table leg. When the fan activated according to its timer, the fan wound the rope up, flipping the table over and spilling the water onto the quicklime. However, there's still one basic question left to be asked. Why did the killer have to set the room on fire in the first place? Why go through this extravagant setup to make it happen? The reason for that is...
Yeah, so it looked like a suicide? A little overthinking there, man.
Due to the fact that there was nothing flammable added to the body itself, the culprit never intended for the corpse and the evidence to be destroyed in the fire. Instead, the killer wanted to cause a commotion that would draw attention to the corpse. Now then, why would that be? That's right. By delaying the start of the fire, the plan was to have enough time to create a viable alibi for when the fire began. It's easy. I mean, with this method of misdirection, the culprit could start a fire hours after having left the crime scene entirely.
And boom! Solid evidence.
This is the entire truth behind this mysterious arson. That's right. There were two different bloodstains left now. Which of these blood...
So which one happened first? This one. Obviously. Boom!
That's true. Unless the corpse got up and walked over by itself. It's most likely that the deceased died where the first bloodstains were found, and then was carried to the bed afterwards. That would explain why there was such a small amount of blood on the bed itself.
Are we missing something? Nope, nothing there. What am I missing, man? What am I doing wrong? Come on, Jagg.
What's this? It just looks like a loose screw to me.
Think harder, little guy. How was the room when the firefighters arrived at the scene? The entrance was closed, but was it completely inaccessible?
By a chain.
The chain on the door had been attached, but the door itself wasn't locked.
Sorry, but the door only opens about 15 centimeters with the chain attached. I don't even think a small child could get through a space that small.
You're so unimaginative. Flex your mind and think about it. Listen to me. What I'm trying to tell you is...
Very simple, and oh, that just solved another thing.
This loose screw tells us everything. With the screw removed, the entire plate on the door can be swiveled around by the doorknob. The plate itself is about 20 centimeters long, so the gap increases to almost 35 centimeters. How big does somebody have to be that he couldn't fit through a space that size?
Oh, I see now. That's more than enough room to get past the door. So the killer just screwed the plate back on from the outside after he left the room then?
I think that's the most likely explanation. But the killer was in plain sight once he was outside the door. He wanted to finish quickly. The killer couldn't completely tighten the screw and left the area as we found it.
Well, that proves that this isn't quite the locked room mystery we thought it was.
Huh. Still, this doesn't help us figure out who the killer is. I need to investigate the situation in more detail.
I go to the scene again. We're almost done, guys. Then go to the scene.
Dr. Kimishima, we've identified the blood on the screw. It's a DNA match with the victim, Dennis Taylor.
Okay.
Why would his blood be there of all places?
It's simple. What happened?
I see, it's a screwdriver.
Right. It's probably because he touched the murder weapon.
Wait, why would the killer touch that screw with the murder weapon?
He would have to. Yes.
I see the bruise now. Oh, that makes sense. Ooh.
I see. Then the screwdriver left the blood on the screw while he was covering his tracks.
I definitely can do this. And now Bruce. Okay, everything is found here. What am I missing? Going insane now. Throat. I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, come on, I know. This is just Phoenix my problem with this particular thing. But you know you're missing one small thing. Oh, what? What am I missing? A button sword, a button sword. Oh, I'm getting frustrated. I know it has to be here. I'm so close to the end. What am I missing? Holy hell, why am I getting so frustrated by this? Like, I feel like an idiot right now. Oh! Alright.
Yes. These pieces
Holy hell, I'm an idiot.
I didn't notice because the bleeding had stopped completely. This isn't a bruise. It's a stab wound. This strange pattern here is likely...
Heal force of will. Screw off, game.
Yes, that's right. It's indisputable evidence that the weapon was jammed in so deeply that the grip left a bruise. Yes. These do lead. Looking at the location of the bruise, the tip of the screwdriver must have pierced Dennis's lung. His lung would then rupture, causing pulmonary emphysema, and this explains the spots of hemorrhaging in the corpse's eye.
Boom!
What actually happened that day is slowly coming to light now.
Oh.
Yes. These two on the day of the incident, the killer came to the victim's room and stabbed him in the torso. The murder weapon was...
The screwdriver. Boom!
Yes. The screwdriver pierced the victim's lung, causing pulmonary emphysema. This caused respiratory problems due to lung failure. Thus, the cause of death was...
As we said
After
many
this,
times.
The killer moved the victim to the bed. This is most likely because...
Alright, we have almost anything.
Indeed. The murderer then arranged the corpse to make the death appear to be a suicide. That is what I believe took place, according to the evidence.
What am I missing? Alright, postal effects. Oh, now I have to.
This is odd. There's something missing that should be.
There we go.
Is the true cause of death. Right. There should be blood stains and a hole where the screwdriver went through his clothing.
And now I can finish everything. Boom. I was thinking that earlier because I was like, I kind of figured that out. Oh. Sometimes I'm my own worst enemy when it comes to these games.
Yes. According to Mr. Taylor's friend, on the day of the incident,
a red t-shirt.
That's right. He was supposedly wearing a red Portland Jacks t-shirt that day, but when his body was discovered, it was wearing... Yes. His corpse was found wearing a white shirt. In other words, his clothing had changed. And yet, if that was all we know, we couldn't rule out if the deceased had changed his shirt himself. However, if he had, there would still be a discrepancy. Yes, the corpse had a wound that wasn't reflected by the state of the clothing it was wearing. There's only one answer to this puzzle.
Yep.
Indeed. Whoever had
Holy hell, that
replaced the shirt he was wearing.
That was my bad, but oh, I made that much more difficult than I had to.
The reason for doing that was exactly. It was probably to hide the stab wound and make us believe the cut wrist was the cause of death. The killer staged the suicide in order to mislead us.
And that's when he broke the finger. That's what I've been I kept trying to connect.
There are no vital reactions to the broken finger. That means the death, considering that the killer must have changed the victim's clothing after. That's right. The killer broke the corpse's finger while changing the shirt on the body.
Dr. Kimishima, how's the investigation going?
I've almost uncovered the deception, but the truth hasn't completely been revealed.
I see. So we can't arrest the culprit yet?
That's right. I need conclusive evidence that can...
The most reliable giveaway would be if we could find a fingerprint at the crime scene. However, only the victim's fingerprints were found when HQ searched the room.
I'm not surprised, considering the lengths the killer's gone to hide his track. The murderer was probably wearing gloves while the crime was being committed.
Huh. Isn't there anything the killer might have touched?
Something that would require him to take his gloves off?
Well, the best evidence would be on a hard, slick, inorganic substance. It doesn't matter what size it is.
All we can investigate are the crime scene, the corpse, and what the corpse was. Could there be anything among those items that the killer touched with a bare hand? I'll have to investigate further.
Maybe the screw?
The killer put this shirt on the victim's corpse after the murder took place. That would mean that the killer would have had to button the shirt up as
That's the loosest thing I can think
a
of.
shirt with gloves on is no easy task. If my predictions are correct,
The buttons on the victim's clothes, huh? I'll look into them right away. One moment, please.
hopefully this will help us find the identity of our mystery murderer.
Dr. Kimishima, it was there. I found it. There's a fingerprint from someone who isn't the victim. It's, a right thumb.
Great. Run the print through the list of registered offenders immediately.
Leave it to me. Such an attention to detail has gone into this. It can't possibly be a first-time offender. There has to be a match for this fingerprint in our records.
I sincerely hope so. This case should be over soon.
Alright, do we do it all?
The dead shall speak. Let's put together the truth of what happened here.
Man, why is your hair wavy
The
inside?
victim in this case is 30-year-old Dennis Taylor. As there's no motive for murder, it's a suspected suicide. However, the victim had a hidden other side. This card is the one with proof of that. I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious. I can't mess around anymore. It's time to get serious.
There we go.
While he did work at the bar, he also dealt drugs. This case is related to the victim's drug activities. The proof of that is on this card.
Okay, I get what we're doing now.
Indeed, the drugs hidden behind the shelf were missing. The killer went into Taylor's room to kill him for his drugs. The real cause of the victim's death can tell us that. I know that because of this card.
Come on, yeah! I'm getting it now. Holy hell, I had difficulties
Next, the killer
today.
disguised the murder as a suicide. This card proves the misdirection used to hide the murder. Yes, the appearance of suicide covered up the real cause. The next topic is the secret hidden in the room itself. The murderer used a trick to create a locked room mystery. It was made to seem as if the victim was the only one there. This card shows the trick that had been used. I cannot make any more mistakes.
Exactly. I'm a fool.
The killer thought this would clear his trail. And yet, the culprit had one more way to hide from suspicion. That was to hide when the murder itself took place. This card shows how he went about that ruse. The murder took place 3 hours prior to
I'm having to fix my problem of I think of anything, but I say it in the wrong order.
Then the crime and the fire would be at the same time. The plan was perfect. No fingerprints were left in the room. However, there was one thing the killer hadn't counted on. There was one task he needed to remove his gloves to do. This card is evidence of that task. He probably couldn't button the clothes with his gloves on. No matter how small the buttons, there were still prints. Even a fragment of a fingerprint can be used to identify him. The victim must have been surprised. After all, he thought the killer was a customer. This is what he said at the very end.
Stop! You... No!
The final flickers of this soul's light show me the truth. Who's there?
The hair waving is hilarious.
I'm sorry. I must have surprised you.
You're that electrician. Why are you here?
Oh, I was called up because a switchboard blew. I need to have it fixed by tomorrow.
I see. That sounds difficult. Freeze. Don't move. I see corpses all day. One more won't bother me.
Naomi!
How did the cable guy or Tristan figure that all out?
I should have stayed.
Figure out that we figured out.
I've solved the case. I'll give you my report tomorrow.
The report can wait. Naomi, you must think of your safety.
Nobody lives forever. Even if I died today, it'd just be earlier than I expected.
And once again, we see another side to one of our characters. So we know what's next is this. After that we have a multitude of things to do. That was a good episode, I feel. And these two, well, they're just waiting for the rest of the people to get to where they are. So that's where we end today. That was good. It was good. I know I was a little more silent with this stream and everything, but after everything going on, it was good to play a game that I could just relax to. Not that I don't play games that I relax to already, but it was nice to do something a little different, honestly. Like, I'll be honest, I've been feeling, even though I don't stream as much as I usually do, it is nice to do a more relaxed stream. So with that, I'll see you all next time. I think I might do another stream later today to see how everything's going. But with how things are, I have a lot of extra time. So we'll see. Talk to you later.